I'm saying, it's in the pantry. We are live. We are live. We are back in the building for another episode of What's Cracking TV with Jake Nicholson. Damn. Another. Pop up in here, up in here, up in here. Thanksgiving for breakfast. All right, I got two people in the building. Right, with y'all. Breakfast is good. Excuse me. No, I just want to say, thanks for having us over. Welcome, but having you over is not what happened. Yeah, man, you kind of just snuck in behind me when she opened the door. It was either that or water and cigarette. Hey, Ma, have you talked to Miranda? Well, not lately. Why? She said she was coming over with some big news. Yeah, like what? She giving you your manhood back? My manhood has always been intact. Since you've been with Miranda, you've been long gone, buddy. Are we friends? No, you tell me. I don't never see you at Tito's $2 Tuesdays anymore. Wait, is that the place that I've seen on the news with the health violations? Yep. Their roaches have roaches. You just not supposed to do this. Yeah. I mean, yeah, okay. Plus, I gotta get Christian to school early. Hey, come on, man. We ain't even went home yet. Plus, Tito making his payments towards mine, and you know it gets you high to know. Hey, yo, you know what? It's time for Peanut to get out of here. Yes, it is. Hey, didn't finish. Come on, man. Really? 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 We're in here. Menthol and malt liquor. What's So, what's the big news? Hey, you remember I told you that my boss was being moved to the Western Division? You got the promotion. That's what I did. Congrats. I'm back in the building. You're paying off. Got a huge raise. And I know exactly what you're going to do. Oh, you know, buy me and Christian matching Jordan? I am going to enroll Christian in the Excelsior. Yeah, that is the one. Wait a minute. Christian is already in the big school.
Now that we got that day, Harry. I wish I'd have bought that stuff I said at CVS.
See, come up in the building. Come on in, people. I said I got one person watching. Come on in, people. I know nobody wasn't expecting me to be on right now. What the hell? But I am here. Hold on.
Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Okay, I come on. Forehand. But I will not be talking to myself either. Hell was happening. Yeah, I decided to go ahead and pull another one because it kind of worked out. I didn't see anybody else go live, so I said, but I'll go ahead and ride this live into Russell Taki's program. Kind of shoot the shit. What's happening, RB? You see that look? You see that nice gift I gave you? You like that gift I gave you? You don't see that gift I gave you next to your name? It's right next to your name.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. You know, you've been supporting. You've been supporting, so you know what I'm saying? I like to bless my supporters, you know. Part of the mob. Katie Lowe's was good. Okay, I see all y'all coming in. Okay, hold on for a second, y'all.
All of that.
Okay, I got it. Before you leave, can we talk about earlier?
About the hooky?
Say good riddance, that. Yeah. No, I'm talking about this whole private school thing.
She's so excited.
Me, not so much. We used to play the Excelsior Institute every year, and they were always some pretentious, borderline racist jabronis.
What?
Losers.
Calvin, listen, things change. I have talked to so many alumni and they've had nothing but glowing reviews. Not to mention, it's one of the 50 best private schools in the country. You know, most of its graduates go on to Ivy League.
Yeah, and you forgot to mention that most of the kids are white.
So,
So, don't you think Christians should, I don't know, at least see some students and educators of his own background?
first, I went to a mostly white school.
Okay, and I went to a mostly black public school. So what you saying? Your private school education makes you better than me?
Well, listen, Calvin, we both want what's best for us. Okay? All I'm asking is for you to have an open mind. That's it.
For 1,005. HOKE. That's Pokey. What do you mean when I expect you to do your job? And go find the degenerates to talk. Get the chill pill. Come down there and stick that pill up your. See, you go, my dog go. Yeah. I swear I'll come down there. I promise you I'll be out. What? Ooh, I wish I could. Curtis, give it out of there. I hate these folks.
Is the matter with you?
I'm fine.
Okay, good, baby.
You're right, baby. You're right.
See, now,
Now they gonna know I'm coming down there.
Curtis, listen to me. Take a breath. Take a sip. Take a chill pill. Are you sure you okay? Well, you're acting really agitated, Curtis. Going off on everybody. Threatening violence and making accusations left and right earlier.
Curtis, you said to the mailman, you can't stop the house. He's dropping off the mail. Total paranoia, babe.
Okay.
This comes on. Right. And I'm call checking and see if things clear. Okay, if somebody can come and steal from my business, then what's to stop them from coming in my house?
Well, nobody is coming into your house.
Who's that?
The hydration?
Well, you're in the big leagues now.
So vacation. I need it.
Figure 10% loyalty program discount. That's $225 for the night.
Not bad.
$155 for the night.
Hold on.
How? It's easy when you know where to look. Trivago compares hotel prices from hundreds of sites, so you can save up to 40%. Trivago's my secret. Hotel Trivago.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the game is still over. Before you storm. Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Hey, it's Buckley. We just kicked off an exciting partnership. Sales. Sense to taking pool care to a whole new level. It takes care of everything from the pool floor, walls, and water line to the surface. Plus, it even clarifies the water. It's pretty much everything you need to keep your pool in top shape, all in one go.
Tyler Perry's for better or worse. Now,
Your wife and your ex. It out. Oh,
Tyler Perry's for better or worse. Thursdays at 9. I'll drink to that. Now on BET.
Means you got is that foul wind blowing from your mouth.
That's all in you. What you got in the box of poultry?
I told her to come on in when she got here with the box. Baby, get it proper. Doesn't look heavy.
She learned she's doing pretty good with it. Hey, you put it over there. Put it right there.
Flo, would you care for some water, tea?
A chew toy.
Take some water, thank you. Flo, tell Curtis what's in the box. They're floodlights. Ella's engine food truck had a spot truck. So, if your customers get a good look at what they're actually eating, you might not sell not another cow. Yeah, that's over, baby. From the event that they had down the street.
So you don't need them put your makeup on?
Thank you. What? Thank you.
My bad, y'all. I am coming. I'm just taking care of something right now.
What you can do is you can do something about the riffraff that's running around in this neighborhood.
There is no riffraff on my street. Now, have you talked to the police?
Well, let's just say they're less than useful.
Well, Curtis really would want you to keep your ear to the ground. Maybe somebody saw something.
Yeah, maybe you could go and step around down in the truck like a good hound dog.
Did you just call me a bitch?
No, I called you a female dog. No, I thought it. I didn't say it.
Nobody wants to come anywhere near that torture lab on wheels. Nothing was stolen and there's no damage. Are you sure you didn't get choked up on meat cubes and forget to lock the door? Be nice. You need something from her.
More than forget.
Mm.
Hey, somebody just took something very precious to me to that thing.
What?
Hokey pop.
Did you say hokey?
Yes, I did.
Remember though, the ring.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, yeah, that's it.
Piece of trash.
Yeah.
Chloe, can you help? I do my best. But Curtis, you need to step into the 21st century. My mother had a hokey pot when I was a child.
They didn't even have hokey pops in colonial days.
Oh, I don't like you.
And I don't like you more. Morning, Mom.
Hey, baby. Look. Thank you.
Pops, you're not gonna believe what Miranda is planning on doing.
Well, is it help fry my hokey pop?
No.
Then I don't care. Is she your wife?
She may be his ex-wife, but she's still Christian's mom. Does this have anything to do with Miranda sending him to that Excelsior school?
Yes.
Baby, I saw you before your dad came in.
I mean, am I crazy? Having the Excelsior Institute on Christian's transcripts is definitely gonna give him a foot into any Ivy League school. I get it, but
But there are some things he's going to miss out on too. I get it.
I know.
you agree with Miranda.
If it's a choice between my grandson going to a great private school or
Okay, I'm back, y'all. Oh, that was the House of Pain. Let's see, okay. Very modern-ish. Yeah, RB the homie. Jay, we got messed with tonight. Let's see, you just made my night, Jay Murray. Oh, for sure, right on. Oh, what happened? Let's see. They put AW. Oh no, I know. Because of the tournament. So hey, if you guys find out your own wrestling company, who all you sign or at least like to sign. Um, I'm signing. Well, yeah, I'm signing Punk. I'm signing. Okay, so I'm signing Punk. I'm signing Adam Cole. Well, the Undisputed Era. Osprey. R-Truth. MJF. Yeah, somewhere around there. I would not sign Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins. Now, I would sign Tyler Black, but I would not sign Seth Rollins. Hmm. Oh, some kids. That happened. Look. Oh yeah, that was a bad. Yeah. Yeah, they got it on Pluto. They got a well, it's the Tyler Perry sitcom channel. They air The House of Pain, Assistant Living, and Meet the Browns. No, I already knew. I knew last week. Every year this time, you know, the program is always going to be different because of the tournament. And it's going to carry on because you got the NBA playoffs that's going to be starting here soon. So, yeah, Dynamite's going to be coming on at some weird time or maybe another day. I would. Oh, you got Mox? Oh, yeah, that's a good choice too. How I book R-Truth? I mean, he's a good comedy act, but I know Ron Killings, and Ron Killings, the wrestler. Yeah, I will book him as the wrestler, not as a comedy act. Oh, okay. Yeah, I used to do that too when I was a kid. I used to, you know what I'm saying? I would have these fantasy cards from like both companies. I wouldn't even do, I wouldn't do fantasy bookings for the same, like I wouldn't just do it for like WWE or WWF at the time, or like the NWA, Jim Crockett Promotions, or the AWA. No, I would like take wrestlers from different companies and I would book them. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Forbidden Door before the Forbidden Door. Which it really wasn't no thing as a Forbidden Door back then because, you know, you still have the territory. So sometimes you would see a Ric Flair in World Class, you know, or in one of these other promotions, Portland, Texas. You know, that's Texas, that's not WCCW. You know, out there in St. Louis. Or Dusty Rhodes even wrestling in the WWF. Oh. Oh. You know what? That match would actually be good. Because Randy would help elevate Amazing Red, so he would allow him to do it. Kind of like how Randy did with Rey Mysterio. That's how that match would kind of go. He would let him do a lot of his moves and stuff. And being that Randy's a good seller, it would have, yeah. And to see Randy take a Code Red, oh, that would be dope. I was like about 7, 8. I won't say about 8. No, I was between 8 and 9. I was between 8 and 9. Because I was like right around when like a lot of the wrestlers from the NWA was going to the WWF or going back to the WWF. So that's what kind of like, you know, and then you always wonder like Hulk Hogan versus Ric Flair, you know, that match we always wanted to see back then. You know, but Vince wasn't about that. You know, maybe if it was Vince Sr., then yeah, that match probably would have definitely happened a lot sooner than what it did. You know, because think about it, when that match finally happened, I mean, they wrestled in WWF, but that was mainly house shows or like televised tag team matches. But like a couple years later, when they was both in WCW, like, and even then, in 91 and 92, like they was already in their 40s. Think about that, people. They was already in their 40s. late 30s, early 40s. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, makes sense. The main event I wrote was Triple H versus Triple. Ooh, did they? Did that match ever actually have? Did they ever? No, I don't think they ever actually had a triple threat. See, when they was all on Raw together, did they? No, I don't think they. Yeah, that match would have been good. Mm, yeah. Damn. Yeah, that match. Mm. And you know the crazy thing about ECW, I think what Vince was going to do with ECW, and I think the reason why he put Chris Benoit in ECW is because he wanted to, really elevate ECW and really, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, how can you get that? Like, because you move Kurt Angle there, and then Kurt Angle, and you end up firing Kurt Angle shortly after that. So then you send Benoit, basically back to ECW. So you had a storyline. You had a night like you had your building blocks: Punk, Morrison, and Benoit. And I was so much looking forward to that Benoit CM Punk match for the ECW title. And I didn't even get the pay-per-view. But I had heard throughout the night that Benoit wasn't there. So I'm like, and then later on, I jump online and stuff, and I'm like, okay, well, okay. And then the next day, that was them 72 hours was crazy. Well, actually, that whole week, because the week prior, remember, Vince did the whole thing where his car blew up, and he was in it. That was wild stuff right there. Oh, wow. For real? Now that would have been funny. And I like Eugene, and I can understand how some people, didn't like that character because they was feeling like they was disrespecting, all that. I can see that. But when Eugene pulling out big wins and shit, like, you can't be mad at that. Like, okay, here's somebody that's showing that, he's playing a mentally challenged wrestler who just pick up big wins on Raw and shit. Having fun. Living out his dream. Isn't that what a lot of y'all want to do, is live out your dreams? I don't know why people get mad, because, he was actually putting it over, And I don't think Make-A-Wish would have continued on business with the WWE had they felt some type of way about, Vince doing that kind of character. Sometimes I'd be thinking Cody Rhodes was a Make-A-Wish Foundation. Oh shit. Triple H Benoit Orton was supposed to have a three-way. Now, the logical thing to do afterwards was for Evolution to turn on Triple H. Now Randy Orton. Yeah. And basically, so you would have Evolution go heel on Triple H and then make Triple H the babyface? I thought, and you know what? That would have made sense because they just had the match at SummerSlam, and then Benoit never really got. I mean, did he get his rematch the next time around? Yeah, he did. That's right, because that's when they did the whole angle. That's right. But they could have still did that. They could have still did that. But they took Benoit and put him back in the middle. Like you had your time in the main event picture. Because that Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Chris Benoit match, that match cooked. That match cooked. That match was dope. The only thing, and this is the thing that kind of bothered me about some of the old WCW guys becoming world champion in WWE. They kept putting the world heavyweight title on them like Benoit already held that belt. Booker T already held that belt. You know what I'm saying? The only one they didn't do it to was Eddie. They actually put the company title on Eddie. Ironic, the funny thing about that was Eddie had never been WCW World Champion. I don't know if that played a part, but oh yeah. See, I personally think they should have got Benoit, DQ Orton, and Benoit could have had a steel cage match at Unforgiven. Ooh. Yeah, Vince fumbled that whole thing. Because I didn't think Randy should have beaten or at least taken the title off of Benoit. Because as good as Randy still is, he at that time I don't think he was quite ready yet. And it showed because they only let him hold the belt for like 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And then it was right back to the status quo. And look, this is funny. This is funny. So how everybody be getting mad the fact that Moxley is champ and we want to see the belt on somebody else. Remember, that was the same type of feelings we was having about Triple H. Because like, dang, you always got the belt. And sometimes they would pivot, but when they would pivot, they wouldn't be doing anything that would help sustain that wrestler to be world champion. Like they fumbled Goldberg's run. You know, they waited 10 years. They waited 10 years. 10 years. Was it 10 years? Yeah. Yeah, he was the world. Look, that's another guy. That's another guy. Goldberg. WCW World Heavyweight Champion. World Heavyweight Champion in WWE. Gold belt. And then later on, they put the Universal in WWE. I'm like, what the fuck is y'all doing? Like, but I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this. Look, so anybody that was or didn't have anybody that was happy or didn't have a problem with Bill Goldberg being world champion, whatever version of the world title you want to, you know what I'm saying? Then you should not. Well, then the same hatred should have been towards Jeff Jarrett. You know, or if AEW wants to put the belt on the older guy, like this is a problem that I have, and you know, I'm kind of transitioning into like a rant, but this is the problem that I have with the IWC. This is the problem that I have with the wrestling. This is what I have a problem with today's environment of wrestling. Why AEW can't be more like WWE? Okay, well, when AEW does something like WWE, oh, well, they're just copying them. Oh, well, we want WWE to be more like AEW. And as soon as WWE start doing stuff kind of like AEW, oh, well, they're stealing stuff from AEW. It's like, y'all ain't never happy. Y'all ain't never happy. Like, we finally have wrestling where we can enjoy it. We have all this wrestling on all these streaming sites, on YouTube, all this wrestling. There has never been, as long as I have, in my 46 years on this planet, I have never seen as much wrestling as we have today. And instead of enjoying it and being within it, no, you fans want to basically destroy it. Like this whole sabotaging of or trying to sabotage AEW is absolutely sick. And I ain't talking about the young fans. You know, the young ones, they don't know. They've only been around a little bit. But a lot of you older fans, yeah, y'all remember? Y'all remember when it was WWE? Yeah, you had TNA, but they was flip-flopping all across channels, so they lost viewership. So all we really had was WWE. Yeah, we had ROH, but ROH wasn't even broadcast everywhere. So all we really had was WWE. And all we wanted was for the product to be better. CM Punk is one of them pioneers that did everything in his power to make it better. CM Punk was on a campaign, we got to get rid of the spinner belt. Punk was supposed to have gotten the new WWE title belt. But no, they went ahead because of The Rock. Here we go, because of The Rock. No, we're going to let The Rock get the new WWE title. What? Okay. So we're going to reward a part-timer and not the guy that just had a 434-day reign as WWE champion. Are you serious right now? This is the stuff that we went through. Bray Wyatt, rest in peace to Bray Wyatt. They completely fumbled that. Thank goodness for the Fiend, but then they fumbled that. Yeah, there was good times and good moments, but we were sick of the product as a whole. It was stale. And the fans were complaining. We wanted something fresh. We wanted something new. We wanted that alternative. And then in January 2019, I remember it like it was yesterday. They had the press conference. The launching of All Elite Wrestling. And to see who was behind it, who was running, who was going to be there, who's going to show up. And then they came with the first show, Double or Nothing, and it was just like, yo, this right here is dope. And even before that, just as a filler to kind of see, could we really do this? The very first All In 2018. So the fans had the alternative. The fans had what we wanted. And it forced WWE to get better. Competition, people. This is why you can't be sent here down in one company to try to lift up another company, because we could very easily go back to just WWE again. Then they go back into their comfortability, and then we just stuck watching the Muppets. Yeah, y'all remember that? The Muppets. Pee Wee Herman. Oh, that's why you give him a mouthpiece, just like he has now. Yeah. Yeah, he did. You know, I like Jared, but I wouldn't say that I was like a big fan of his. But I mean, I've watched Jared ever since he was like 19 years old. Damn, I'm old. RV in the building was good. Very bipolar. Only the mental community. Yeah, you know why the right gets that. Oh yeah. And that's what killed his buzz. Had Bray Wyatt, do you know how had Bray Wyatt beaten John Cena at 30? Man, look, check this out. There was so much programming you could have ran with off of Bray Wyatt's win. Bray Wyatt beats John Cena. Now you have him really elevated. Now had Brian not gotten hurt, and Brian was not hurt because Brian was hurt even before Mania. But if Brian was healthy enough and was able to go on a run with the undisputed title, Bray Wyatt and Daniel Bryan, talking WWE, Daniel Bryan, yeah, that match would, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then you already have a built-in storyline based off of what they went through earlier on in the year. When Bryan was part of the Wyatt family and everything, you know what I'm saying? Then he was, yeah, shit was cool. WrestleMania 30 cooked. That was one of my favorite WrestleMania. The crowd was hot. The matches was dope. Brock Lesnar should have never beaten The Undertaker. If not for nothing else, how many times did Lesnar already had a bunch of wins on The Undertaker? I think Lesnar is outside of Shawn Michaels, I think Lesnar has more wins against The Undertaker. I think Lesnar and Shawn Michaels are the only two guys that have more wins on Taker than anybody else. Because think about this. Undertaker didn't beat Shawn Michaels until WrestleMania 25. That was the first time Taker had beaten Shawn Michaels. When they first wrestled at, what was that, Ground Zero in 97, that ended in a, what was that, a double DQ, double count out or whatever. So it was no winner in that. Shawn Michaels beats Taker, Hell in a Cell. Shawn Michaels beats Taker in the casket match at Royal Rumble. Even before that, I think Shawn Michaels even has a tag team win over Taker. And then you look at Lesnar and Taker. Brock beat him, No Mercy. Oh, let's see, Unforgiven, No Mercy. And then they came back around again and did it again, No Mercy again in chain match. Brock beat a Taker in that again. I'm just like, yeah, so is Taker ever going to beat Brock? It's like, I know, Taker, you like to put young talent over, but come on, bro. Don't, hey, RB, don't ever bring that up again. Don't that. We try to forget that. We try to forget that. The Rock could literally tell Vince, I ain't wrestling unless you get me. But that's some good shit. Rock brings a lot of publicity to a company. He's worth the problems that come with him. Yeah, he does, but at the same time, he's not the only one. You know? I mean, it hurts the other guys because he comes in and they gotta change up everything. It's just like, you know, every once in a while, okay. But every single time? I was born 6 days after Ground Zero. Oh, shit. For real? Damn. Oh, so you was a baby when all that stuff went down. Yeah, it's a whole lot of nasty detail to that. You know. But I'm just like, can we enjoy wrestling? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when we be over, when me and RB be over in King Leo's chat at No Dirt Sheets, make sure y'all go sub up. Or we be over at Wrestle Tatis, make sure y'all go sub up to that. Yo, hey, RB, you got a wrench now. If you could you drop Leo's and Tatis and GM's link into the chat? If you could. You know, we come in there and we have a good time. You know, yes, we are critical when, you know, we see stuff that we ain't happy about. You know, but we're not jumping out of our bodies like, oh God, this shit sucks. I hate AEW. You know, we enjoy watching the product regardless. You know, we have our jokes, we have a good time in there. You know what I'm saying? And we talk about other things too. You know, other things outside of wrestling that we can incorporate in wrestling or might be incorporated in wrestling. Like, you know what I'm saying? It'd be hella fun. Everybody has a good time. Nobody's in the chat fighting. Nobody's on the panel fighting. Everybody in there having a good ass time enjoying wrestling. But then when I go outside of that and I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm looking around at the different sites and stuff and different pages, and I just be like, this is fucking ridiculous. You know. I'm sitting here getting into arguments with people because they want to sit here and they want to down AEW so much. I'll just be like, come on. Stop sitting here acting like everything WWE is doing is great. Because WWE is not doing as good as people think it is. Look, a lot of people are not happy about WrestleMania. A lot of people are not happy about WrestleMania. Nobody is excited. Even like, if you can't get excited for Punk, Rollins, and Reigns, you know, it's like everything that we have been calling for is not happening. All this talk having the fans thinking that, oh, CM Punk is going to get his shot. He's finally going to get that main event match for the world title. Didn't get that. We wanted Bianca and Rhea Ripley, not Bianca, Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky. No disrespect to Io Sky, but come on now, we did not want that. I can understand people not excited about Jay and Gunther. They did have a good match at Saturday Night's main event, but it didn't make no sense. Because that leads me to believe that they didn't know who was going to win the Royal Rumble at the time that they made the match for Saturday Night's main event. And I think if Jay had a different opponent, I think it would be better. But just overall, you know, but this is coming from, but I'm hearing this from like logical wrestling fans. The rest of that nonsense, oh, yeah, I can't wait. He's gonna be better than, like, what the fuck? You know. And you fans that trash on AEW, if you hate AEW so bad and you think AEW is so trash, then why is WWE running shows the same day that they running shows? The same day they got their big pay-per-view, they gonna have Saturday Night's main event. So if AEW is that trash, why is WWE doing that? Because WWE is not going to do that if they don't feel competition or feel like the other company has something to bring. Because I hate to tell you AEW haters, But AEW do have a nice. People do watch AEW. You know, yeah, it may not show up in the viewership after the show's air and all that. But ask yourself this. If AEW wasn't doing as good as people say that it is, or if AEW didn't have the viewership that it does, then why would Amazon Prime do business with Tony Khan to have their pay-per-view shown on Amazon Prime? Because I don't think Amazon Prime is going to put any money into anything that's not going to make them money. Because they have a certain number that they want to get to. As long as they get to that certain number, man, they ain't worried about all that other shit. I understand that he takes away opportunities for the younger talent, but he's worth it in the long run. I don't know, because The Rock getting a lot of hate too. People are tired of The Rock. Yeah, it got to be more to the story on that one. Because Punk actually likes to be a heel. He thrives as a heel. I like heel Punk because he don't give a fuck. Oh yeah, thanks. Make sure y'all go sub up. Oh yeah. Hopefully. Oh, you was? Oh, that's what's up. Mm. Yeah, definitely will lead you down that road. They're gonna run the Seth Punk thing down into the ground. Roman and Seth got their own thing. Punk and Seth got their own thing. Roman and Punk have not touched yet. Punk, well, no, I take that back. They have. They have had a match before. That was when, the Shield, was together. But at the status of where they're at today, man, just put Punk, Roman on and let them cook. That's where it's leaning to. I would like to see that. That would be. Oh man. And Paul's good for turning on his people. Just ask Brock and Punk. I'd rather say that Punk has no place in this match because Seth was never given his rematch against Roman. True. But their story is different though, so they can actually spread that out. The Shield. Oh yeah. No, there is. Oh yeah. I'm about to make my way over there right now. But Los, when the Shield debuted, they debuted helping Punk. They were supposed to have been in a faction with Punk. Then later on, they had the Shield. Punk actually had a match against the Shield at TLC, where he had to beat all 3 members of the Shield, otherwise he was going to be fired. That's the story right there. And with that said, we'll make my way. Let's go on over there to Wrestle Tatis for some Collision. And thank y'all for coming through. And we will be doing this again. And like always, we're going to keep it cracking. We're going to stay militant. And we about this bitch. Peace.